Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Yesterday at a church in Kahawa West, William Ruto wore that belt. That's a Stefano Risi belt. And it has been causing a lot of heated political debate because of its price. If you Google the price of that belt, it's 2,800 US dollars. That's over 400,000 Kenyan shillings. That's what William Ruto was wearing yesterday. What angered Kenyans more is that as William Ruto was speaking in church, he created an impression that things are bad and they are trying to find all ways possible to help the victims of the El Nino rains. A president trying to paint a picture that things are bad, wearing a belt worth over 400,000 Kenyan shillings. Before we have a look at some very interesting comments from Kenyans, let us get the details of that belt. It's mated crocodile leather, calfskin leather lining, anchor snap on buckle, entwined logo motif buckle, belt width 38 millimeters, galvanized gold buckle made in Italy. Those are the details of that belt. Let's have a look at a very interesting post shared out by Gabriel Oguda concerning that belt. A crocodile had to die for Ruto to have a 500,000 shillings belt that is asking us to help him tighten. And when you remember, he has a degree in zoology, you start agreeing with those who didn't go to school that degrees are useless. Kenyans have been having varied opinions on that belt. I want us to dig deep into that for Kenyans to understand what all that means politically. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. Before we dig deep into all that, let's borrow some words of wisdom from Leo Tolstoy, a Russian author. I sit on a man's back, choking him and making him carry me, and yet assure myself and others that I am sorry for him and wish to lighten his load by all means possible, except by getting off his back. Leo Tolstoy. In fact, those remarks best describes Kenyan politicians. A Kenyan politician sits on the back of Kenyans, Kenyan taxpayers, pretending that he sympathizes and empathizes with the taxpayers. We have been seeing Kenyans dying of El Nino rains as the county government and the national government are still arguing who should take responsibility. These politicians are living large, while the so-called Mama Mboga, the hustler, is dying of hunger. We have seen what happened in Uasin Gishu, William Ruto's home county. Hunger pushed Uasin Gishu residents into invading a KDF farm. 4 were shot dead, several are wounded. So the political class, these politicians, are living large, the hustlers are languishing in poverty. The same politicians go back to the people pretending that they care about the people and they sympathize with the people. One person wearing a 400,000 Kenya shillings belt, thus living large, ladies and gentlemen. And then Mwalimu Abdu Badida also made some very interesting remarks, words of wisdom. Voting Ruto is not the problem. Certainly idiots will. The long-term problem is fixing our education system that is producing adults who in their right minds can vote for him. It's absurd. It's a fact William Ruto has failed to deliver. If the National Assembly was working as it should, William Ruto ought to have been impeached as of yesterday. He has clearly failed to deliver, and amidst all that failures, some Kenyans will still vote for him. Some Kenyans will still vote for him. And some are still saying, let's give him time. Let's give him time. Let me read once more these words of wisdom. Voting Ruto is not the problem. Certainly idiots will. The long-term problem is fixing our education system that is producing adults who in their right minds can vote for him. It's very unfortunate that you find somebody who has gone to school. For Togegas, we can forgive them because maybe they don't understand what's happening. But you get somebody who has gone to school saying that he or she will vote for William Ruto. That's stupidity. Any person of a sane mind cannot vote for William Ruto. And I'm saying that without taking sides at all. This is a man who is completely very clueless on governance. And in terms of qualities of a good leader, he doesn't have any. So if it's about leadership, if it's about electing leaders, a sane mind cannot support a William Ruto's presidency. Unless if you put in place other considerations. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. As I stop, that belt alone confirms taxpayers' money are also being misused here. The politicians are living large. The so-called hustlers are languishing in poverty. They can't afford even 1 meal a day. And then the same leader wearing a 400,000 Kenya shillings belt pretends that is also a hustler, that he sympathizes with you. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. To any other person who may want to support our forum, contact me through that number below. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.
Angry residents of Kamagut area in Uasin Gishu County woke up to a rude shock after discovering bodies of 4 men sprawled in different locations in a farm belonging to KDF's Recruits Training School. It is said the 4 were attacked by private guards who were manning the farm where they had gone to collect maize remnants after harvesting. 4 others are receiving treatment at different facilities in Eldoret.
Waliwawa kwa sababu ya marokoto, yani ya mahindi yenye mashini ilikuwa imepitia. These people are hustlers. Sasa wenye walikufa ni mwenye mwenye alikufa ni mwenye ako na mtoto mmoja aliwacha pipi yake. Kwa hivyo serikali mlisema mtasaidia hustlers. Sasa ni kusaidia hustlers ni kuacha mani.
Na vile hii watu aliuawa, anapikwa, anauliwa na kupelekwa na gari kutupwa. Sasa yule mwingine ambao alikuwa anaongea kidogo akaongea vile alikuwa anaongea, akasema tulipikwa na tukaletwa na tukatupwa. Yeye akasema nilijifanya kama nimekufa. Ndio sasa hapo ndio akapona kidogo.
Hii maneno tungetaka hata president yetu asikie, kwa maana tumewawa kama umbwa.
Tension was high when angry locals initially barred the police from collecting the bodies, demanding the arrival of the press.